footwork. Most of us suck at it. It's the honest truth. We don't practice it enough, and then when we play our matches and we wonder why we're playing rubbish, well, it's often because we're not moving our feet. But from today, this is going to change, right? With the help of former England player Charlotte Bardsley, we're going to show you 5 drills which will transform your footwork. All 5 drills are ones Charlotte regularly used to reach a professional level. We're going to show you how to do the drills with a partner, with a multi-ball feed, and also using a robot. Watch the video, then go and practice the drills again and again and again. And I promise you, your footwork is going to get a lot better.
So table tennis is fundamentally about movement, being able to put yourself in the best position to play your best stroke. Important to remember is, with all these exercises, you can adjust them, you can change them slightly depending on your level or what your opponent, your practice partner's level is. So if you don't feel like you can do it, you can, you just need to add a couple of adjustments. So it is forehand from the backhand corner, forehand middle, forehand wide, forehand middle, forehand from the backhand corner to the backhand block. And now the point of this exercise is, often people say, well, I never play a forehand from the backhand, so why am I doing that? The point is you're learning to move your body out of the way. Often, you know, in a rally you might get stuck here, but if you're able to practice opening your body up, turning the corner, then you can do it here, you can do it here, you can do it there. Secondly, because you're doing a larger movement, then when it comes to, you know, the match, you're actually much quicker going from backhand to forehand because you're able to do a much bigger movement.
It still goes on. Sorry, that wasn't the cleanest feed by me. Now, with all the drills that we show you in this video, you don't have to go as fast as Charlotte. Here, Charlotte is going at a much slower pace, and this is absolutely fine if you're more at that beginner, intermediate stage. You want to go at a pace where you can actually keep the exercise going. If you don't have a partner who can control the shots, then it's absolutely fine to do it as a multi-ball feed. You can get a partner to hit the balls to you, standing to the side of the table, and then you can hit the balls anywhere you like. Or if you have a robot, then it is fairly straightforward to set up a drill for an exercise like this. Here I have my PowerPong Amiga robot, and I have set the robot to give me one ball to the backhand corner, ball to the middle, ball to the forehand, ball to the middle, and then back to the backhand corner. As you can see, I'm not quite as fluid as Charlotte with my movements, but I am trying. And if I can do it, then you can do it too. If you like this video and want more coaching tips, please join my online academy. You'll get in-depth courses, training drills, video analysis, real-life coaching sessions, and much more. Sign up at tomstttacademy.com.
So the next exercise, it's also a regular one, but it's often called, it might be referred to as Japanese footwork or the box. So again, all forehands, but it's forehand from the wide, forehand from the middle. You then take a slight step back, again forehand from the middle, still further away from the table, forehand wide, forehand here. So what you're essentially doing is you're playing in an imaginary box or square. And the good thing about this exercise is you can practice it to a forehand or a backhand block, because if, for example, your weakness is your wide forehand, you might want to practice this exercise to someone's forehand block, and then they're able to get an angle. So you're practicing, you know, you've played a really good forehand here, and your weakness is someone blocks you wide. Practice this drill to a forehand block, alternatively, practice it to a backhand block. So that's the basic movement. Additionally, some more extensions if you want to improve, if this is going really well and you're getting through it 4 or 5 times. would be think about changing your spin. Try to take these ones earlier, maybe take these ones a little bit later, a bit more of a slower spin than taking these ones off the bounce. So there's lots of, once you're getting to grips with the footwork and you feel comfortable, there's things you can add on so that then when you're in a match and you know you're out of position and you're perhaps a bit further away from the table, you know you can do that slow spin. They've blocked it high, you can come in and take the ball early.
Sorry. Oh, it's quite tiring for me as well.
Do I see any sweat?
Once again, you choose the pace at which you play at. In this example, Charlotte has slowed down, doing it at a much more controlled rate for Charlotte's standard, and this is what I recommend you do to begin with. You can also do this drill as a multi-ball feed, and you can do this drill working with your robot. I must confess, this isn't a drill that I've done much of, but actually I really like it. I can really see the benefit of doing this box type exercise. So it's one which I'm going to try and do a little bit more.
One, it is 2 backhands, 1 forehand from the middle, 2 backhands, 1 forehand wide, 1 backhand from the backhand, 1 forehand from the middle, 1 backhand, 1 wide. And crucially, the importance is consistency. So you need to try to complete the exercise one time, if possible, twice through, because then you're getting the balls on the table, the consistency. That's what we're looking for first, consistency. And if you are making mistakes, you might want to slow it down slightly. Okay.
That was a good one. So there is a bit of counting needed with this one. You've really got to concentrate so you remember where you're supposed to hit the ball. Remember, it's 2 backhands, 1 forehand middle, 2 backhands, 1 forehand wide. Then 1 backhand, 1 forehand middle, 1 backhand, 1 forehand wide. In total, there's 10 shots you've got to try to play there. If you do the whole routine twice, like Charlotte says, then you'll be playing 20 shots in total. You may find this easier to do as a multi-ball feed, so there's less pressure on the blocker just to remember exactly where you are in the routine, or it is quite a nice one to do with the robot. Now with my robot, I couldn't program in that many balls, so I just simplified the drill slightly. I'm just doing 1 backhand, 1 forehand from the middle, 1 backhand, 1 forehand wide. It's still the same footwork pattern, just a slightly simplified version.
So the next exercise is a semi-irregular drill. What that means is you know where some of the balls are coming, but you don't know where all of them are. So the first semi-irregular drill is 1 to 5 backhands to their backhand block, between 1 and 5 balls, switch, middle or wide. So the ball can come to the middle or to the wide. Any number of backhands, middle or wide. But the important thing to remember with the semi-irregular one is because you know where some of the balls are going, but not all of them, you have to be looking at your opponent's bat more, watching the visual cues as to when they switch. Charlotte, please, on the table, just move your feet.
You tell me when you're satisfied.
Never.
Never.
Never satisfied. Always be a bit better.
Charlotte, never satisfied.
No,
Can
never.
always be better.
Always can be better, just a tiny bit.
That was a good one. That was a good one. That was a good one. As before, you can do this as a multi-ball exercise, and this allows you to hit the balls into different positions on the table, potentially play with a little more power if desired. And if you do have a decent robot like the Powerpong Amiga, then you can set up this semi-irregular type of drill. So I'll set it up so the robot is giving me a few balls to the backhand, then it's going to be one ball to the middle or to the forehand. So replicating the exercise that Charlotte was doing.
Now, this is the final exercise and the hardest one. This is completely irregular. This is block completely free table. If you're really struggling with that, you might start off by doing 75% of the table just completely blocked free. You can do things like just forehand 75% of the table, or backhand and forehand. And with these exercises where they are completely irregular, the point is you're working with your partner so that they're not, smashing the ball past you when they're blocking. The point is, you can try to get 4 or 5 balls on the table. If you're doing that, you can increase the speed a little bit. At the very, very highest level would be blocking completely free table, and maybe as well a little bit of a counter on those blocks. But that is the hardest one. I can get there, I'm so there. Come on.
Come on, Charlotte, work harder. Come on. This is a good one to do as a multi-ball feed. Just make sure you keep coming back to watching the player who is feeding the balls to you so you can see where the next ball is going. And it's also a good one to do with the robot. I've set up the Powerpong Amiga to send me balls into a few different positions, all random, so I'm not sure where the next ball is going to come. Great one for both improving footwork and reactions. It's tiring just watching it, right? But look, if I can do some of these footwork drills with my robot, then you can do it too. So no excuses. Find some time to do footwork drills. You can do the drills I've shown in this video or any drills. Get those feet moving and you will play better. A big thank you to Charlotte for sharing these drills. I will have more videos coming soon. Until then, move your feet.